Good morning, students. Let's start today's session. The chapter that we are learning is circulatory system. The previous session we learned about the components of circulatory system. So what are the components of circulatory system? Blood, blood vessels and heart. And today's topic will be what is blood and the components of blood along with their function. Okay, so let's start. First thing is that what is blood? We all know if we will get heart, it starts bleeding from our body. So what is the color of blood? It is red. Blood appears red in color. It is liquid or it is fluid. It is, we can say, blood is the specialized body fluid. It flows within the blood vessels. Now students, you just imagine in our home there are the water pipes. The water will flow through the pipes like that. Blood will also flow like tubular organs. They are called the blood vessels. The volume of blood in an adult human being is 4 to 5 liters. So, if anybody asks you what is blood, what you should say? You will say blood is a specialized body fluid. It appears red in color. The volume of blood in an adult human being is 4 to 5 liters and blood flows within the blood vessels. Okay. Now let's start with the components of blood. Okay, first what you have to do, in the picture, in the first picture you can see there is a picture of a test tube. Okay, so we will collect the blood through injection and after that we will collect it in a test tube. Next you can see the picture of an instrument. It is called centrifuge. We will place the sample of blood in the instrument. In the instrument you can see there are white round parts are there. We will place the blood samples in the white round things. Okay, after that the machine starts working and what we will find? This slide we can see what we will find. First thing we will get, that is plasma. In the test tube you can see the upper part, yellow part, that is plasma, and below the plasma there are the different blood cells. So what are the components of blood? Plasma and blood cells. There are 3 types of blood cells. In the test tube you can see just below the plasma there is a green color band. It is white blood cells and platelets, P-L-A-T-E, plate, L-E-T-S, platelets, and down there is a red color thing, that is, it is written here, red blood cells. Okay, so the basic thing I will repeat once again. What are the components of blood? Look at the picture, plasma and blood cell. So if you will get a question, write the components of blood. You should write plasma and the blood cells. There are 3 types of blood cells, like a red blood cell, white blood cell and the platelets. In the picture you can see the first red color and it is it looks like a disc. It is red blood cell. Below there is white color, white blood cell, and down there is a platelets. It is having some projections, that are the platelets. Okay, now we will learn about the plasma. What is plasma? We all know that blood is liquid. Okay, so plasma is the liquid part of the blood. It is yellowish in color, and 90% of plasma is water. Okay, it has the food, different types of waste materials and enzymes dissolved in it. Now you should know what are the enzymes. Enzymes are the you can say it is a chemical which is very important for different reactions inside our body. Dissolve. What is the meaning of dissolve? You should take 1 glass of water. You put salt. You mix it well. After some times, you can see that the salt mixes up with the water. It means salt dissolves in the water. Okay, like that. If we will take sugar, if we will mix in water, it will dissolve. Means sugar dissolves in water. Instead of that, if we will take sand, if we will mix sand in water, after sometimes you can see that water and sand will not mix. It means sand doesn't dissolve in water. So the word dissolve, this is clear for you. So I repeat once again. So plasma is the liquid part of the blood. It is yellowish in color, and 90% of plasma is water. It has waste materials, food and enzymes dissolved in it. Okay, so plasma finished. Next we will learn the different blood cells. Before I said there are 3 types of blood cells. The first picture you can see it is an instrument. The name of the instrument is microscope. Okay, see, it is a very important instrument for biological science to observe the things that we cannot see in the naked eyes. There are plenty of germs in the surroundings that we cannot see, but we can see them with the help of the microscope. Like that, we can see the blood cell with the help of microscope. So what you have to do, here you can see the slide of a glass. I will take a slide of a glass and I will pour 1 drop of water, 1 drop of blood. After that, there will be some process for you no need to learn now. After that, what we will do, we will take this glass slide under the microscope, and what we can see, there are 3 different types of blood cells. 1 red blood cell, white blood cell and platelets. So if anybody will ask you in your journal, there is a question, if you put 1 drop of blood under microscope, what the cells you can see. So you can see red blood cell, white blood cell and platelets. Understand? You look at the picture, red blood cell, from the name you can understand this red in color and it is disc shape. White blood cell, it appears some of white and some purple color, and the platelets, they are having some projections. You understand? Okay. So we will go to the next slide. Now we will learn about the red blood cell. Before also I told you it is disc shaped. Okay. We all know that the color of blood is red. Here we will come to know why the blood is red in color. In blood there is a protein called hemoglobin. I noted it here in red color, HAEMO, hemoglobin, GLOBIN, globin, hemoglobin. Red blood cells contains a protein. The name of the protein is hemoglobin. Because of the hemoglobin, the blood appears red in color. And what is the function of hemoglobin? It absorbs the oxygen and it transports whole body, and it removes carbon dioxide from the cells, and it reaches and then it will put to the lungs. Okay, so just have a look on this slide. Red blood cell, it is you should remember these points. Red blood cell, disc shaped, it has hemoglobin, a protein called hemoglobin. Because of this protein, the blood appears red in color. Function, it absorbs oxygen and transport to the whole body. It removes the carbon dioxide from the body cells and it sends to the lungs. Okay. Next is the white blood cell. They are slightly larger than the RBC, means red blood cell. The main function of white blood cell is to fight against different kinds of diseases. See, we are exposed to the nature. In nature there are different types of germs, then different foreign materials, they will enter our body. Okay, so who will fight against these foreign materials and bacteria? White blood cell will fight. Okay, they will kill those germs and foreign materials and they protect our body from different types of diseases. Okay, so white blood cell, we should say first point, they can move by themselves. Okay, and they protect our body from different kinds of diseases by killing or destroying the germs and the different foreign materials. In the picture you can see here, I am showing the picture of white blood cells. Next comes the platelets. You see the picture, there are some projections. Okay, and platelets, see, whenever we will get heart, it starts bleeding. But one thing you observe that it will not continue to bleed. After sometimes it will stop. Who will help you to stop this? The blood cell. The name of the blood cell is platelets. Platelets will help to clot the blood. You should say clot, C-L-O-T, clot. Platelets will help the bloods to clot if there is a wound or injury in the body. So the points you should remember, platelets, they are smaller than RBC and they help the blood to clot if you will get an injury in the body. Okay. So students, hereby I am going to finish my session. Let's meet in the live session. There once again I will explain you all those things. Okay, and the thing is that I will be giving you the class task. That class task you should do in a rough notebook. Okay, and for science notes you maintain a separate notebook. Don't write any class task in the science notebook. The notes should be accordingly, the difficult words, mind mapping, question answer, objectives, it should arranged in order. Don't mix anything here. Okay, and maintain it a very neat way. Handwriting should be perfect. After one answer, draw the line, diagrams and all, do it very neatly. Okay, so hereby going to finish my session and thank you for hearing me.